Hi, I'm Harriet Schwartz, and this is Connected Teaching, the 5-minute boost. Taking it outside today, get a little fresh air. Today we're going to talk about mentoring episodes. This is a concept that evolved from relational cultural theory. It was first written about, I believe, by Fletcher and Reagans. And it's the idea that even in brief, sometimes one-off or single interactions, we can have an important impact on our students or colleagues or whoever we're engaged with. So the idea is that I think initially in the relational cultural theory world, when folks were talking about growth in relation, they were typically talking about longer term relationships and probably longer interactions. But Fletcher and Reagans looked at the idea that even single interactions, so a conversation with a student after class, a phone call, a Zoom call, whatever, can have an impact. And what they theorized, and what I and some others have found in later research, is that those single interactions can essentially contain and elicit the 5 good things. So that's another RCT concept, and that is the idea of what's going on in meaningful growth fostering relationships. So in those interactions, we can energize each other or get sort of a feeling of zest. We can deepen our understanding of whatever it is that we're talking about. So it might be helping a student figure out a topic for a paper or work through a concept they're having trouble with. We both get a little boost in sort of sense of worth. That's the sort of power of, for a student, I think, being taken seriously and feeling heard. And for us, it's doing the work that we are devoted to doing. And then a fourth piece is that there is movement. So the student gets sort of unstuck in whatever was going on. They begin to understand the concept. They can move forward on their paper or whatever. And then the fifth piece is that we both desire more connection in the future. So I think this is particularly important right now. A lot of us are just able to catch up with students briefly. I even think outreach videos like this with students can provide some of that same energy and movement and encouragement. So again, brief interactions are vital and can have an impact. It doesn't take the hour-long conversation. It doesn't take a year-long relationship. Those brief interactions really matter. I think some things that we can do to help those interactions, sort of situate those interactions to be meaningful. It's going to sound obvious, but be present. So maybe take a pause before you connect with that student so that you're fully present, listening deeply, and then also responding. And I think the being present and listening deeply position us to do this, responding with very individualized attention. So really keying in on what that student needs and wants and so on. Okay, so that's my brief take on mentoring episodes. I'll put some resources down in the notes. And then my tip for today is to try to take some breaks between meetings, between Zoom, between long work sessions. I think a lot of us are working from home right now, and I think a tendency can be we finish a meeting and we just want to check our email, or we just figure stay at the desk and keep working. But I'm finding that even getting outside for just a few minutes, if you can, I found that even stepping outside for 5 minutes between meetings, if the weather's good, seeing some blue sky and sun, feeling some sun. If the weather's not good, even just getting that fresh air has really helped me just sort of continue on in my day. If you can't get outside quickly because of mobility or because of the setup of where you live, then I think even just closing the computer and trying to get next to a window and, again, looking out, seeing that sky. If you can open the window, get a little fresh air. So take those breaks, okay? So keep at it. The work we do is very important. And if you have thoughts about topics I can address in the future, please put them in the comments below. I'd love it if you'd like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe, and until next time, take good care and seek good connection.